Welcome and congratulations for getting access to this expert's interview. I believe you did not find this by accident. You're here because you care about your health or the health of others. You're searching for an answer to improve your health, a loved one's life, or if you're just like me and just love information and a research junkie. No matter what, you are here, and you will learn from these two top experts in their field. So welcome, and make sure that you stay to the end because I have a free gift for you. In less than 2 minutes, you'll hear live interviews from two doctors from the World Health Organization on their #1 secret to improve health that most people don't know about. Their answers will shock you. But first, maybe you can relate to some of these. Do you feel tired all the time? Maybe you have some extra weight that you're holding on to and just struggling to get it off. Maybe you're dealing with poor digestion, achy joint, or you're just not happy with that you feel like you're aging prematurely. Maybe you have a hard time sleeping at night, falling asleep, or waking up multiple times during the night, or you're battling with what you should eat, with what you want to eat on a day-to-day basis. I was in the same shoes at one point, and that's what led me to go down the path of holistic nutrition. So let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Becka Swanson. I'm a professional all-natural bodybuilder. I took first in masters, which is ages 40 plus, first in figure short, second in figure all-around, and first in physique, which landed me with my pro card last October. I'm a certified biofeedback therapist, a certified personal trainer, and a group fitness instructor of 20 years. I'm a holistic nutrition educator, a top retailer and recruiter in Revive, and a mastery business trainer where I help develop leaders in business and take them to the next level. My passion is to help others improve their health through nutrition and exercise and improve people's health in any aspect of their life. Because I was sick and tired all the time and carrying extra weight and looking older than my age, I had to do something about it. So I started studying and learning from the best. I learned how to live a healthy lifestyle and not just make it a diet. Because if you go on a diet, eventually you have to go off of a diet. And because I became so passionate about it, I felt it was only natural to share it with others so they can experience life at a whole new level. And that is why I'm here today with you. Before we hear from two doctors, I want to explain a little bit about our body and why the pH of our body is so important. So the pH of our body is in a very tight balance. Our blood is naturally maintained at a slightly alkaline pH of 7.365. The alkaline lifestyle, which is fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, fish, works in harmony with this balance and minimizes any stress put on our body by eating overly acidic foods, which are processed foods, sugars, dairy, animal proteins, which can lead to degeneration and disease. So let's look at this pH scale that's in front of us. 7 is neutral, and the scale is not 1 for 1. If 7 is neutral, 6 is 10 times as acidic as 7. 5 is 100 times, 4 is 1,000, 3 is 10,000 times as acidic as 7. So if we're drinking a soda pop, that's 10,000 times as acidic. So our body has to work 10,000 times harder just to balance it out. Now for every 1 point dropped in the pH, there's 60% less oxygen for the cells. No wonder we have a society that has chronic fatigue and disease. It's this right here with our pH. If the body can't keep up, it has to take minerals from the bones, the tissues, the organs to maintain an alkaline state. Calcium is the most alkaline mineral there is, so it will steal minerals from every single organ of our body just to keep us alive. So our body is very smart. It will make us sick before it kills us. When the body's pH starts to drop and we have less oxygen in our blood, in our cells, things happen. It coagulates the blood. It becomes thicker. Then we have high blood pressure. The heart has to pump harder. It becomes sluggish instead of fluid. It results in more toxins in the body when the body can't keep up, which equals to weight gain, obesity, diabetes. Also, when the body can't keep up, accelerates free radical damage, can affect every function of our body. And because of the acidity in our body, it creates inflammation. Then we have joint pain, achy muscles, lactic acid buildup. We talked about decreasing the oxygen consumption, which is low energy chronic fatigue, sleep issues, even migraines. And also when the body can't keep up, we get GI symptoms of slow digestion and slow elimination. And you're going to hear a little more in depth from Dr. Parveen in our interview. Let me introduce to you Dr. Parveen, who I interviewed. She is an ambassador of the World Organization of Natural Medicine. She's also a doctor of humanitarian service, homeopathic and nutritionist, received her certificate in achievement in homeopathic international exchange of knowledge in Germany. So she travels all over the world to educate other practitioners and to help patients gain their health back. We have Dr. Maria. She's a doctor of natural medicine. She's registered with the practitioner. She's a doctor of humanitarian service and awarded by the World Organization of Humanitarian Medicine. She specializes in energy and vibrational medicine. She's registered with the Board of Doctors of Natural Medicine and Natural Health Practitioners in North America. She's also a 2-time bestseller author, educational and inspirational keynote speaker on health and personal development. She's also an organic chef who creates personalized meals and enhance personal well-being. She's going to be teaching us on how to use herbs, combining herbs to best heal and to enhance the food and flavor for best healing for our body. Now that you've been introduced, let's learn their number one secret to improve health that most people don't know about. Welcome, Dr. Parveen. I'm so happy that you're able to take some time out of your busy schedule and talking with us today. I'm excited to have you at our 3-day event, Harvest of Hope, here in October. I know that I ran into you and Dr. Maria up in Canada when I was being trained in with the biofeedback. It was a blessing in disguise. So I'm super excited for this event, and I'm super excited that other people are able to come and listen to you speak on what you are passionate about. And I know you've helped me with my life and my nutrition and getting my life back together and my body functioning to how it's supposed to function. And I have to thank you so much because I've gotten my life back just with your help with the remedies that you prescribed to me and your knowledge on nutrition and homeopathy. Tell us, with your expertise, what is the number one secret to improve health that most people don't know about?
Yes, thank you so much, Becka, for having me, and it's my great pleasure to be on your conference and answering your questions. People are sick because of lack of knowledge, and they're getting sick every day because the problem here is that because we don't have a free medical market to educate people about their own body. This medical market is being monopolized and people are trusting it and getting sicker and sicker. Education is the key to eradicate diseases. People are not well educated. The secret of getting healthier is education. It's our mission to educate people that healing is not hard. Healing is much easier than they think. But the problem is that they put a lot of fear into people that the healing is coming from outside. Healing is from inside. The body is endowed with the natural power and healing ability to heal itself. Just give it the right condition and right raw materials. The body knows, the body has a superpower and intelligence and wisdom that constantly trying to fix itself and knows how to fix itself and when to fix itself with the right condition and right materials. The right conditions such as detoxification, purification of the body, and the right materials, all the nutrients that the body needs to function, to repair, and to be into balance. So there are two main reasons that people are getting sick and they don't know it. It's toxication of the body because of environmental factors, all the metabolites in the body, we are bombarded with the chemicals through our lifespan, and a lot of emotions, a lot of stress, and also the deficiencies. Giving the body the nutrients that it needs and the right condition, such as purifying the cells, the body heals itself. It's as simple as that. So the toxification and deficiency causes imbalance in every level, in physical level, mental and emotional levels. So just give it the raw material, give it the right condition, the body heals itself. That's the main education that people are lacking.
Dr. Parveen, I know you're going to be talking about enzymatic factors and live enzymes and alkalinity. Why is it so important that we get live enzymes and alkaline our body for our health?
First, I would like to mention about the acid alkaline in the body. The body must maintain a delicate acid alkaline balance at all times because for example, the body, the pH scale measures how acidic or alkaline a substance is and range from 0 to 14. But when it comes to the human body, the pH level of the human blood is 7.35. If in case 7.5 is a slightly alkaline, in the alkaline side, right? But if for some reason this pH scale is being interrupted and the body goes to acidic, such as pH level, for example, 6.35, the body goes to coma and the death happens. The same thing with alkaline. If the body goes to number 8, that can happen. So it's just a matter of balancing the acid-alkaline base. The proper pH level varies throughout our body. We are not talking about that acid is bad and alkaline is good, but the problems with this all environmental factors, the toxications and all these chemicals, the body is very prone to be acidic, and that's why we are constantly have to work on it to bring it up to the alkaline state to be in balance. But we know that, for example, saliva is alkaline, urine is acidic. When we eat food, for example, the stomach has to be acidic, but the blood is the main measuring acid-alkaline balance of the body that has to be slightly alkaline. That's why alkaline food is very, very important for the body. And plus, we know that we have 6 buffering systems in the body that are constantly working to make this acid-alkaline into balance, to put it into balance. And all this buffering system, especially kidneys and lungs, they need a lot of minerals to function properly. And these minerals, if the body is lacking of all these minerals, it's going to suffer, and all this buffering system is going to be, the function of all this buffering system is going to be interrupted. That's why we always suggest, highly recommend to have the mineral balance on a daily basis to make this acid-alkaline buffering system work properly. These minerals are coming from, for example, green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables, they are the best and they are very, very high in minerals that if you have them 2-3 times a day, you can replace the minerals that the body needs for this kind of function. So I'm going to talk about acid-alkaline a little bit more in depth in the conference. And when it comes to the enzymes, we know that the digestive enzymes primarily produce in the pancreas and in small intestine. They're breaking down our food into nutrients so that the body can absorb them. The body cannot absorb food. We eat food, but the body cannot absorb them. The body absorbs only nutrients. We get the nutrients from food with the enzymatic actions of digestive enzymes. Food has to be broken down into nutrients in order to be absorbed. So, for example, protein has to be broken down into the smaller unit, amino acids. Fat has to be broken down to fatty acid and cholesterol, and carbohydrate has to be broken down to simple sugars in order to be absorbed. And also with the digestive enzyme, we can absorb vitamins and more minerals from the food. Without the digestive enzymes, we cannot live. They are very, very important. So otherwise, when digestive system suffers, the whole body is going to suffer. We always say the digestive system is your second brain, so it's that important. But a lot of problems can make the digestive system stop working, such as pancreatic diseases, because, for example, protease, the enzyme that's breaking down protein, and amylase breaking down the starches and carbohydrates, and lipase breaking down fat, they're all produced by pancreas. So if there is a problem with the pancreas or any pancreatic diseases, the digestive system going to suffer. Celiac disease, Crohn's disease, food allergies, low stomach acid, and chronic stress can interrupt the function of digestive enzymes. That's why in this era, we unfortunately, because of first we get into like a topsoil, because of the agriculture is depleted from so many minerals. We have to, and even the vegetables we eat, sometimes they lack minerals. That's why we have to supplement our body. Like I tried the green that your company has a wonderful, wonderful green that I tried it. It's one of the best so far I've tried. And when I read the ingredients, see how many minerals in it I can get through this green leafy vegetable. So and they have enzymes too. So without enzymes, there is no way we can break down the food, and there is no way that the body can be nutrified on a daily basis. With the problems that are stopping the digestive system from working, one of the main one is chronic stress. When the body goes in a two different mood, right? Always goes to the different mood. Sympathetic mood, which is fight and flight mood, and parasympathetic mood is a rest and digest. So digestive happens only the time that the body is in a parasympathetic mood. But unfortunately, we are so in a sympathetic mood. Always we are under stress. We are bombarded by stress with work, with the family, this and that, all the time. That's why the digestion is suffering, because digestion happens only when the body is at rest in a parasympathetic mood. So at this point, we definitely need to supplement our body with digestive enzymes. Otherwise, we are having impaired we are having digestive problems here. I always recommend, especially people that are under high stress, have the digestive enzymes as a supplement to make the body function. Otherwise, the body cannot get enough nutrients.
So what you're saying, the body will do whatever it needs to do to keep us alive. Wow, that's just so powerful. What would someone normally pay for what you'll be teaching us at this event?
But honestly, I have a hard time to answer this question, because I think I leave it up to you, and you decide about this.
It's priceless. The information and the education that people will be getting out of this 3-day event is hard a number to it, because the value is in that individual and what they'll be getting out of it. Having people meeting you face-to-face and asking questions, that's just priceless in my book.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having us.
Well, I'm excited, so thank you so much for your time and being able to answer some of my questions. And learning is just so powerful in my book. I can help more people in achieving better health, and I know that I'm doing good in what God has put me here on earth for.
It's your mission, and people are counting on you, Becka. You're one of the best.
Thank you.
It's a great pleasure to come to your conference. I'm so excited already. A lot of information is coming. I just mentioned very briefly, but it's going to be in depth, and because that's my mission, that's your mission, to educate people. I'm so glad that you chose the 2 topics that everybody has to know. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for having us there.
Thank you. Share with us, what is your expertise that you do?
Well, first and foremost, thank you, Becka, for having me on this call. And actually, it's a great pleasure being here. And let's call myself, I care for people, so I don't want to call myself caregiver, but I care. And one of my expertise is that as a doctor of natural medicine, I have multiple disciplines, and that encompasses also energy medicine, vibrational medicine, orthomolecular nutrition. But what I'm very fond of, and usually people are intrigued about, is the neuroplasticity of the brain, where I'm researching and studying the neuroplasticity of the brain and enhancing the capabilities of healing by rewiring your brain. And I'm actually the living testament of that myself, as I'm legally blind, and I just have a minimum partial vision that allows me to understand my surroundings and my bearings. And I'm actually working on myself to develop that area of the brain that has been damaged due to my stroke and brain aneurysm and brain surgery. So that is my main thing. My expertise is actually understanding the brain and how it works as much as I can, and how you can reproduce and reprogram the brain on anything, and to manage pain, to regain mobility, to regain a thought process, or even just simply heal on an emotional, mental, and spiritual level, not only physical, right? So that's what I'm excited about in sharing. And the power of the mind is mind-boggling, because we still, are in the process of studying this, and we don't understand fully the power of the mind. But what I do is that I actually study how people transform their lives just by shifting a thought process. So that's where my expertise falls into place, is most likely working with the mind and mindset on anything that you do.
Share with us, how important is emotional and mental health?
Well, they are very important. Emotional, mental health are very important. I actually work with the 4 elements, the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual level of the bodies, because they're all related to each other. And the emotional and mental part of the body are I would call that a little bit of the backbone of everything, because the emotional part of the body is the one that actually generates the electrical charges. We're made of energy, right? And energy is like an electrical current, right? And that electrical current creates a charge in the body, and therefore it actually turns on all the switches or off the switches in the brain, okay? Like, for example, if you're grieving a loss, right? And something that triggers a memory or whatever that could be, the sadness with that grief that comes with that, well, that's an emotional charge that goes throughout the body, and actually that charge turns on the switch to release the toxins and the chemicals that are actually not beneficial to the body, right? So, and imagine like having that consistently, and people always staying in their emotional charge that is not beneficial to them. So what you do is you transform the mental part of the body, and you transform that thought. Right? And what happens is that when we have a thought of like losing someone, you think, oh, I wish this person would still be here. I wish this person would still be part of my life. I wonder how this would be. Oh, I'm so sad. I miss this person. Transform to that thought. Instead of negative, you can transform the thought and make it into a positive. Yes, this person is not here, but this person is not suffering anymore. This person can be with me in another way, in my heart, in my soul, in my memories, in my thoughts. And remember all the positive things that you've been doing with this person, and understand that it was time for this person to go, and understand acceptance. So you can, instead of having the sadness overwhelm you, you can have the acceptance of overwhelming you with the mind and say, okay, this had to happen because it was meant to happen, right? So it's all about the transformation of thought process from a negative to positive that actually neutralizes the emotional charge in the body, and therefore brings up the healing of whatever scenario that person is going into.
Oh, it's a whole different healing process that most people don't even think that's even possible, that it's so connected to the body. Thanks
Exactly.
for that. With your expertise, what is the number one secret to improve health that most people don't know about?
Well, the number one secret to improve health is being aware of your health, like understanding your health and wanting it, right? It's most likely the number one secret, what I say, is just wanting it and understanding it. If you don't understand how you have a headache, right, why did this headache come? And if you don't understand that, you can't get rid of that headache. So what I believe is you have to know your body. You have to learn about your body and pay attention to it. That's the first number one thing. And if the body has symptoms, it's because that's the language of the body. It's talking to you. And that's what I believe that people need to learn, is how to listen.
I have another question. Share with us a little sneak peek on what you'll be teaching us at the Harvest of Hope. And I know you're going to be teaching both Friday and Sunday. And Friday you're going to be going through hands-on cooking, how the day or your section will be going about on Friday. And then on Sunday, I know you're a very successful businesswoman and you juggle raising your kid and business and your work. So share with us those 2 days, a little sneak peek on what we will be seeing on those 2 days that you're going to be with us.
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to be sharing excitement because I'm excited actually to be part of this event. And one thing that I'm going to be actually sharing with the audience of the attendees on the Friday is how to have a different perspective around food. Food is not only something that you eat, and it's not only something that you use to nourish yourself. You have a relationship with food, and I'm going to teach you how to have a relationship with food, right? And that doesn't mean that you have to gain those pounds and eat, and eat a lot of food. I'm not talking about that relationship. I'm talking about understanding what you have in your plate in front of you. What are the benefits of it as you are combining these foods together, and understand the full part of how it affects the healing in the body on a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual level. And then it's going to be a lot of fun because I've already have a few recipes to put together, and they're simple, they're fun, and they're very healthy. So that's something that I'm thinking of for the Friday. On the Sunday, I'm going to teach something about the mindset of a business person. And if you want to be successful, you have to have a certain mindset. And for you to have this mindset, you have to have wholeness within you. And that's what I will teach about wholeness. Wholeness with the mind, the body, the soul, and in your thoughts, how to monitor your thoughts and how to understand that you're actually sabotaging yourself, technically, in your own business. If you're not successful, it's because of you. If you're successful, it's because of you. It's all about what you think. I love that quote of Napoleon Hill, you are what you think about most of the time, right? So that is what I'm going to be teaching, is how to manage that thought process so that you can transform it from doubting yourself to empowering yourself. So that's what I'm going to be teaching about, and giving a few tips on how to maximize what you have in building a residual income like I have. I've built a residual income with network marketing for many, many years now, and anybody can do it, and I will teach the secrets of that. It's simple, not easy, but simple in the same time as a concept, but not easy to follow because we sabotage ourselves. And I'm going to put up those flags for each and every one of you that are attending that seminar to make you understand what are the flags that you need to be taking action on, because that's what it's all about. It's about taking action. But when people don't realize what's going on, you can't take action. When you're confused, what do? Nothing. So right. What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to actually bring up that what is confusing you and what is not working, and bring it up to the forefront so that you can get rid of it and move on and follow your goals and your dreams and never quit no matter what happens, right? And just continue going. Life goes on. And just take the best of it and the most that you can have out of it by simply wanting it and taking action on it.
That's just so powerful. And then one last question is, what would someone normally pay for what you'll be teaching us this weekend?
You see, a weekend like this is like I don't really put a charge specifically to it, okay? Because when I first learned about healing and the mechanism of the mind process, I cannot put a price tag to it. So I leave this evaluation to the audience. I let the audience evaluate this and say, how much value did you get out of this weekend, and what price tag would you put to this weekend? All right, so I don't put a price tag on myself. I let my audience do that. So I do, of course, ask for a fee, and that, but I wouldn't put that into that space right now, because a fee, if I put a fee in there, I put a limitation. So this is where I don't want people to believe that I am limited or I am too much. So each and every one of us have a different perception of cost or value. All right, so this is where I'm going to leave it to you. I'm going to leave it to the audience. I want the audience to tell me how much would they value a weekend with me.
I know with you, Dr. Maria, and Dr. Parveen and Sarah Robbins, people are going to be getting so much information, so much knowledge, so much value out of the 3 days that they're going to walk out of there just with their hearts full, their brains full, and just excited to live life in a completely different level.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. You're welcome.
Thank you so much again for taking your time, Dr. Maria.
It's a great pleasure and honor being here with you, and hope to make a difference in this weekend and each attendee of the event.
That was just a sneak peek. You have a chance to learn more in depth from these two experts, plus other experts in their field. I would like to invite you to Harvest of Hope, October 14th through 16th, 2016, where you will learn more in depth from the two doctors you just heard from, plus a 7-figure income earner who is top 1% brackets among women in the United States. She's also a bestseller author and featured speaker. She is a former kindergarten teacher who rose from facing a job loss to creating a 7-figure annual income. Wow! If you want to take your business to the next level and want to learn the ins and outs and how to do it, then you don't want to miss Sarah Robbins' sections on how to grow your business and take it to the next level. So who is this event great for? You've heard from two top World Health Organization experts, and if you're looking for continuing education, you're passionate about helping others, you want to live a healthier life or take your business to the next level, this event is for you. But wait, there is more. You will also hear from me on how I became top recruiter and retailer multiple years in a row and how I did it, how to add value to your customers, and what is my secret weapon for success. I'll be laying it out on the table so you can succeed too. So let's see what the overview of the 3 full days of Harvest of Hope. These are 3 full days with top health and financial experts. We have Dr. Maria, who will be teaching a hands-on cooking class with hot plates, so you will have a chance to get your hands dirty in the kitchen. She has these retreats all over the world, and she charges $400 for what you'll be getting in that day. She will also be covering 3 hours on rewiring your brain for success. If you work with her one-on-one, she'll charge $100 an hour, so that's a $300 value. You'll also hear from Professor and homeopathic Dr. Parveen on detoxification and deficiencies and how to alkaline your body and the importance of alkalinity and live enzymes. It's a $400 value plus 7-figure income earner and bestseller Sarah Robbins, $500. We'll also be having a formal dinner and dance that evening for $50, and you'll get my fast-acting bonus with a biofeedback scan for the first 10 people who purchase their ticket before October 1st, and that value is at $150. So the total value for the 3 full days with top experts are $1,800, but your ticket is only $200. So you're probably thinking, what is this biofeedback scan and what will it do for me? The biofeedback scan is a non-invasive test for all your body's organs. Every single organ of your body has a certain vibration, and it picks up and it scans for any inflammation, allergies, skin conditions, insomnia, cardiovascular functions, GI functions, nutritional deficiencies, pain, stress of all the organs of your body. Just like taking your temperature or the heart rate that detects your heart rate, this scan does similar to that. Here are some testimonials that people shared with me. We have Brianna who writes, on our first session, she was so down to earth and very caring and knowledgeable. She taught me so much in a short amount of time, but also helped me make a good plan to get my health on track. I was very impressed with the biofeedback scan. I highly recommend Becka because compared to other nutritionists, she takes the time to educate you and gives you support. I'm excited for my journey with her and getting healthy. From Renee, she writes, Becka is amazing. She's a wealth of information, generous with her time, and her support unyielding. She is the one who will help me to reach my healthy lifestyle goals. Her customer service and response time is stellar. She wants only the best for you and eludes this beautifully. I'm excited to have her on my team and guide me through this new journey towards better health and fitness. Jenna writes, Becca is the most enthusiastic person on health that I know. Her passion is contagious and I'm constantly learning new simple things to maximize my health. I highly recommend her skills to anyone serious about transformation. So here's the overview of the Harvest of Hope, October 14th through 16th. 3 full days with top health and natural experts. A total value of $1,800 and the ticket only $200. Get your ticket today and don't forget my special bonus of the biofeedback. This event won't only improve your life, it will change your life. I look forward to seeing you soon.